What's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about pretty privilege and how it ruined this woman's life. Now, let's be real about it. Being attractive, especially as a woman, is a huge advantage. It doesn't hurt as a guy, but it's not going to carry you as far. Especially in the age of social media, if you're an attractive woman, you can utilize your looks to take you places and do very well for yourself, just based on, being pretty. Plenty of female streamers do it, and a lot of them don't even have to be that hot. They can just be, fairly attractive women and, start live streaming and make a shit ton of money. Now, today we're going to be talking about a TikToker and reacting to this video. So let's get into it.
How far can pretty privilege get you?
TikTok star Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio.
I was like, that's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
Guys, it's Charli, and I'm super excited to be sharing with you my first ever YouTube video on my YouTube channel.
What the fuck? I've never really heard of Charli D'Amelio before this video. And, right off the bat, I'm guessing she's probably like one of those TikTokers that does like little dances or whatever. And people around her age follow her because, I don't know, she's pretty and quirky, or I don't fucking know who the audience is for this shit. Let's be real about it. If she was a beluga whale, this opportunity to be this popular on social media would not exist, bro. And look, like, some women even complain about pretty privilege. They're like, oh, dudes hit on me. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Like, is that a bad thing? You can get things for very little effort. If you're a hot woman, it can carry you through life. You can be a completely terrible, horrible person, and there's still gonna be some fucking retard dumb enough to take care of you or give you money or buy you things, or I don't fucking know. Now, I'm not saying this is necessarily the case with this chick. I don't really fucking know. But the thing with social media is all attention is fleeting. So, if you get famous just based on being like pretty and dancing or whatever, there's plenty of people out there who can pull that off as well. So you need to have some more substance than that, Even streamers, even female streamers who become popular for a very long period of time and make tons of money, have some sort of a deeper connection with their audience. And so far, like, this is looking like kind of vapious. It's looking like Logan Paul content, but she's a chick and she's less funny somehow. So yeah, that's my take so far. Let's see.
Ow.
If there was one person who saved the universe in their past life, it must be Charli D'Amelio, because she was dealt with everything anyone could ever ask to be successful. A virally beautiful face and body, every opportunity in Hollywood, commercial. Okay.
Bro, am I tripping, or does she just look like, I don't know, one of the Kardashians, like fucking branded or some shit? That's what she reminds me of. That's what her aesthetic is, bro. And I'm tired of these fucking people, they annoy me. It annoys me that people know who Kim Kardashian is, and they don't even know who the vice president of the United States is. Like, dude, they don't know how many states are in our country or when the country was founded, but they know every Kardashian sister. It's depressing.
A boomer, the top talent agency in the industry, a book deal, a reality TV show, a clothing line, a makeup line, a record deal. But somehow, there is still a way to mess everything up.
Just really need to admit this to you guys. I actually do have nipples. And I mean, that's really, that's all that I can say about this right now.
Was that supposed to be funny?
So how did the D'Amelios screw up more than $32 million worth of pretty privilege?
Bro, if you think about it, that's really depressing. There are people who spend every day dedicating their lives to fixing the roads for us to drive on, who will never even touch $1 million in retirement. Shit, bro, even most doctors who save people's lives will never reach that net worth. And she got that rich from being pretty and telling everybody that she has nipples?
That's exactly the mystery we're going to uncover today. But not only that, as your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, we are going to explore how pretty privilege can still fail you if you have a terrible brand, and how you, yes you, no matter if you have pretty privilege or not, can build a successful brand to help you down your career. And by brand, I don't just mean slapping your name or face on a t-shirt. Branding is about how your future college, future boss, future boyfriend sees you. And I'm creating this series to analyze celebrities from a marketing perspective because many of whom do not recognize the power of influence they have over a generation of young girls.
I really don't want to work anymore.
And I think it's so important to be aware and reflective of the people who are shaping our culture. And despite how terribly the D'Amelio franchise flopped, we will also talk about how they could come back from the lack of brand and the hate they always cry about.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if you think about it, all it really comes down to is how unrelatable they are now. They became so rich and famous and successful that now, like, the kids who once watched their videos cannot relate to them. And nor can the kids who grew up watching them relate to them anymore, because now they're in college or working a normal 9-to-5 job, making 40, 50, 60 grand a year, while she talks about how she's tired of working. Like, what do you even do? That's not a real job. Now look, I don't give a fuck how much hate on the internet you might get as an influencer. If you're making millions of dollars, dude, you cannot fucking complain, bro. You just can't. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not, but it's a different kind of difficult. And going to do construction every day is a much harder life than pressing record and somebody saying something mean about you. Dude, really all it comes down to is they have no personality. They're no longer relatable to the people who they once were. And it's very clear that they're only in this for the bread, for the paper, for the green, for the money.
I'm upset because I haven't been in any drama.
First, we need to understand how the D'Amelios had every single chance to build a billion-dollar empire. Charli D'Amelio, for those who have never heard of a small app called TikTok, good for you, is a Connecticut high schooler who is not a Nepo baby, an Instagram heiress, or a self-made artist. She started creating dance videos on TikTok in 2019 that quickly broke the platform and the Guinness World Record as the first person with 50 million followers on TikTok in April 2020, then 100 million in November 2020.
Bro, I really don't get it. How did she acquire that many followers, bro? What the fuck? Dude. Whoa, that's depressing, bro. That's depressing, man. Maybe I've done something wrong with my life, you know? Maybe I should have been born a hot female who can dance, kinda. Shit, bro, I was born at the right time to be in the Logan Paul era. I should have just been acting a fool, doing some fucking dumb gay shit or something. I think I made wrong decisions, guys. Fuck.
2020. The entire internet and Charli herself was dumbfounded by this success because while Charli was a dancer, many have claimed her dances to be mediocre. Surely it can't be that people are shallow and that the TikTok algorithm prefers a pretty face, right? Not possible at all. Of course, Renegade became the Charli D'Amelio dance because she did it so much better than the original choreographer. And of course, the reason Dixie D'Amelio, Charli's sister, began blowing up too was that her natural talents blew the platform away. All in all, some people are born on the right side of the beauty algorithm and beauty standard, and they should embrace it.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's nothing to really be upset about, though. I mean, people get really upset when you talk about these sorts of things because they begin to realize a lot of things are genetic. A lot of things are based on who you're born as, whether it's how attractive you are, that's the most obvious. But also, your genetics have a lot to do with how successful you're going to be. If you're dumb and have a low IQ, it's not possible for you to be a doctor or a lawyer or a business person. You have to work at McDonald's. And it sucks. It sucks. The thing with being a girl who has pretty privilege, or even a guy, is a lot of these people are the most shallow, vapious, boring people with zero personality who exist because they don't have to have a personality. Why would you develop something that you don't need to have when you can just walk around being pretty, getting hit on, getting free drinks, getting random dudes to send you money to maybe get your attention? Like, I get it, bro. I would do the same shit, and I probably would have zero personality too if I was a hot chick. Now, if you're an attractive guy, it's really only going to benefit you in dating. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna really benefit you too much in career and actually getting your money up. So, it doesn't carry you the same kind of way as it would a woman. Like a woman can get everything from just being hot. And the hotter she is, the less work she has to do on herself. It's kind of fucked. But hey, bro, if you're born that way, utilize it because you probably have zero personality and zero talents. Let's be real about it.
But as the sisters are dealing with this life-changing fame, which in this day means power, which means money, their parents and new team saw a pot of gold. How exciting! There is so much possibility when the hype is only rising for the girls. They were seen as the model citizens of TikTok and basically had the attention of every teenage girl in the nation. There was so much potential here for them to grow into the icons and role models for the next generation of young girls. But no, the D'Amelio parents said, heck, we are the new Kardashians. And if you're the Kardashians,
You have to make a sex tape.
then being hot is all you need to build a successful business, right?
Yeah, but I think really the appeal to the Kardashians is how dysfunctional they are, right? From what I've seen, I don't think anything good ever happens in their lives, dude. Like, yeah, they're hot, but you gotta get fucked on camera at least once to really blow up and become like that sort of icon and role model for young women for some reason. And you have to be like just the fucking most dysfunctional people on planet Earth and marry Kanye West. No shade thrown at Kanye, but you have to admit the guy is pretty fucking dysfunctional. But yeah, guys, I've already watched this video. I'm not going to finish it. But basically, the point is that they try too hard to make money. They start a whole bunch of random fucking brands that don't matter, that they don't care about, that they don't connect with. They make a reality TV show that completely flops and isn't funny at all, trying to be like the Kardashians, and it just doesn't work. They're too childish, and it just doesn't work, bro. Yeah, and that's basically the video. Really good video, though. I recommend this chick's channel. I'll link it in the description down below if you want to finish watching it. I highly recommend. It's a good video. I fuck with it. I don't know about the rest of her channel, but this is one good video. And so, yeah, smash the thumbs up, guys. If you enjoyed it, comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.